What's good YouTube, Elder Sage coming at you with a whole new video. Now today, this is going to be my first Wi-Fi battle against a good friend of mine from the WSS called Peachy Bros, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. So this one I started off right with the Tapu Koko, because for this team is all about basically just hit and run and then use my other mons to try to figure something out. Now when he brought this one out, I was kind of a bit iffy because when you see mons like that, which are like not really, which looks like they can't do much, it makes you worried because you're just wondering what kind of crazy thing they're coming up with. But as you saw, I knew he was gonna fake out, but then yeah, he went out. I knew this might happen, so I definitely had to use the safe option, and I had to Dazzling Gleam, hit it off right there, and it actually surprisingly did a lot more damage than I anticipated, but that was pretty good. Right here I kind of hesitated a little bit because I wasn't really sure what kind of set he was running, like maybe like a Custard Berry or something, but I just wanted to be safe. Grass Knot, I revealed it early, but I didn't really think it mattered at this point because that's the only one that is kind of super effective against, so I just wanted to show him that I had it. So whatever was coming out right now, I was pretty sure I was just going to just Vol Switch out, except for this one because you really don't ever know what it's kind of carrying. But usually I was kind of like, yo, it might have a Scarf, and if I was to lose Tapu Koko right now, I might be really screwed. So definitely just switched out, brought in the GOAT. If he decides to Psychic, I'll eat that, but he used Moonblast. It had me a little bit worried, but I was actually surprised. Mug took that really good. So anyways, I knew from then he was a Scarf. And this Arcanine had me a little bit worried because if it was if it was a defensive set, I'd be a bit scared because if he starts to pass like Will-O-Wisps to my team, that might be a bit of a hassle, like it might be really annoying. So what I decided was I wasn't really ready to lose him. I was going to start trolling with Executor if he was a defensive set, but apparently he wasn't. He was straight up attack because look at this Flare Blitz. That literally just ran through my Executor. I was really surprised because it's supposed to be bulky. So that told me a little bit right then that it was pretty much like full on attack adamant. And right there I kind of hoped that I get my Citrus Berry again, but it kind of seemed a bit hopeless right now because that Flare Blitz actually did like a huge chunk of my HP, so it wasn't really gonna survive. I wanted to showcase some of the work it could do, but in another battle, I promise you guys are going to see Executor shine. So there we go with the Tapu Koko again. I pretty much know what he's gonna do. The thing is, I could have brought something else in, but I kind of didn't really want to take the chance and have him damage any of my mons. Like, I just didn't want to take any damage that I didn't have to take. And I know I had a time run because I had the Life Orb, but I thought it was kind of worth it because if I was able to get Tapu Koko to just have Life Orb be the only thing that damages it, that was fine with me. So there's my Arachnophobia. Now, Arachnid is like one of my favorite mons this generation. It just looks amazing. That's a pretty sick move. So that did way more than I anticipated because this is max defense right there. Like this is max defense, max attack. But it was whatever to me. So he brought out the Persian, and I really forgot what ability it had. But when Liquidation did only that much, I was kind of like, oh yeah, that move, Fur Coat, well, ability. So he faked out, and at this point I was kind of like, either he stayed in and get leech lifed or he switched out. I kind of felt like I should have used Liquidation because I knew he was going to switch, but I didn't expect the Pardon Shot. But anyways, yeah, he switched out, and then he decided to bring out his his Metagross, which was a pretty good hit. I mean, Leech Life is supposed to be neutral, so I got some recovery and everything. So I was not really sad about that. Liquidation would have done definitely a lot more, but it's whatever. I had to take some losses. So Metagross really scared me because he kind of can do a lot to my whole team because he has the he has Earthquake, he has Bullet Punch, he has a Meteor Mash, and then he has whatever else. I don't even know what else he got, but apparently, as you see right here, if he started to rack, if he got just 1+1, it would have been over for me, definitely. So I decided, okay, time to bring out Tapu Koko again, Impulse. And right here, that's when I was just thinking, I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. Wouldn't bullet punch like kind of kill me at this range? I wasn't really sure, but then once I brought him out, I was kind of like, oh shoot, I really messed up. But when he switched out, I was kind of like, I was so thankful for that, because I was just like, I was like, thank goodness, because that was a critical thing for me right there. So right here, I used my Thunderbolt. I mean, I wish I had my Electric Surge, because that would have definitely been a KO. The funny thing about these Tapus is like they all can basically one hit each other if they got their terrains there. So anyways, obviously I wasn't going to stay in because I knew he was scarfed. If I was not able to have Tapu Koko for Metagross, it's over. So again here, hit me with a Moonblast again, and I was so surprised that Muck was actually able to survive that. He can take 2 of those, so I was like, well, the rolls were in my favor, or just my EVs. They're a bit kind of I don't really know if they're common for the one I run on Muck, but right there again, you see he actually took like 3. Like, I'm just so surprised. But anyways, right there I confirmed my thoughts, and he definitely had a choice scarf. So that was a good play on that was a good call on my part. So he brought this Ultra Beast out, and obviously I knew some shenanigans were about to happen. He decided to lunge against me, so I was like, oh snap. I'm pretty sure right now things are about to go like pretty messy in my favor, and it looks like they are, because he just got a +1. So then at this point I decided to bring out Mamoswine, because I kind of didn't really have any options on like any safe switches, so it was kind of whatever to me. So I brought him out, high jump kick. I was like, ooh, held my breath right there until I just remembered I had the sash. Yup, I had the sash. Earthquake comes next, which actually I thought it wasn't gonna KO, but then again I realized it's kind of frail. So, and plus this Mamoswine is kind of max attack. But then again, I also realized this Mamoswine doesn't even have like the max attack that it can have. So I was actually pretty surprised that it was able to put in the finest of work. So there it goes. I mean, obviously I was about to die, so I was like, let me just use my Ice Shard. He didn't have Bullet Punch, which surprised me, but I was like, that's fine with me. So I was just it was all about wearing it down at this point, because I wasn't really sure how much my Tapu Koko can do to it, because Metagross is kind of bulky. It's really bulky, to be honest. So I think right here, this was the moment of truth. Like, what's going to happen? Is his Bullet Punch going to kill me? Is he going to finally reveal that? Or is my Thunderbolt going to kill him? I don't know. We about to find out right here. He finally revealed the Bullet Punch, and right there I was like, oh snap. And I somehow survived that. And I was able to knock it out. That junk had me. I was shook in my shoes, bro. Like, that junk was crazy. So anyways, he brought out the Persian, and I knew at this point, like, there's nothing I can do. Like, I'm about to die. So either to Life Orb or to Fake Out. So that one was to be expected. So all I have at this point was Machamp. So I kind of wasn't really thinking much of Machamp throughout the whole match, because I knew I had a bad matchup against like a bunch of the Mons, like if I was to just send him out in the early game. But it was a really good move to conserve him, because when this happened, I was kind of like, wow. I'm so glad that I didn't just send out Machamp just trying to soak up some damage, because my Machamp is actually pretty bulky. It's bulky and it's also like pretty strong, but I just didn't want it to, I just didn't really see any use to it. But that dynamic punch actually really pulled through, and I'm actually pretty surprised, because I didn't expect it to KO because it had fur coat. But good game to my boy Pichu, and I'm actually about to start this whole Wi-Fi thingy, because I knew for a fact I just been training every mon so hard just so I could be able to just show you guys that I'm not just some random dude. I'm actually pretty competitive sometimes, and not just losing in leagues all the time. So yeah, there you guys have it. This was the first episode of my Wi-Fi battles. I know it looks pretty good, but anyways, tune in for next time, and we definitely about to have some more. And yeah, this was your boy Elder Sage, and we out.